everyone, and welcome to the Homebuyers Town Hall Corona. My name is Jenny Gonzalez with Keller Williams Corona. My license number is 01249788, and I'm very excited to be hosting today's show on the Power Is Now TV. Thank you so much for joining me today. You can see today's episode along with past episodes and future episodes on the Power Is Now TV app on your phone and streaming devices. Download our app and like us on YouTube. Today's show is being sponsored by Eric Fraser at First Bank. We have an exciting show for you today. First, I'm going to share some market data on what's happening in Corona. Then we're going to have a deep discussion regarding the very quick turn the market has taken in the last month or two, and why now more than ever you need to use an experienced realtor that has been through these shifts before. Then we have Golden State Finance Authority today, and they'll be talking about down payment assistance. Then I'll have a couple of tips for sellers. That's our show lineup. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to dive into the market.
Many Californians fear that they will not be able to pay their rent next month. Financial education and literacy are the catalyst for relief. So what resources are out there? A State of California program connects you with a HUD-certified housing counselor who can assist you on your financial education journey with no cost to you. Call today at 1-800-569-4287. Again, that is 1-800-569-4287.
Welcome back. Now I want to share the real market data as of today in Corona. Some of these numbers may not make sense to you, but I will discuss them in depth. So if you look at the numbers on the screen, our median list price is around $780. Now that's where it's been for a couple of months now. We really have not seen any change in that. The per square foot also over the last month has really not changed. We're at $367 per square foot. What I want you to notice is the days on market. We are 35 to 48 days on market. And the biggest thing I want to stress to you is what's going on with the price decreases. In the last week, 51% of the listings in Corona reduced their prices. Only 4% increased and 5% relisted. Inventory is now over 300 listings, so we're at 309. Our median rent is up to $33.50. And our market action. Now I want to talk about the market action. When we look at this graph, there's seller's market and a buyer's market. Beginning of COVID, we were on 99, 98, almost at 100% seller's market. And at 50, we're at both the buyer's and seller's market. So as you see, we're now in a balanced market. That's what I want to call it. Yes, it's a shift, but it's what's happening because of the rates, which have absolutely decreased over the last month. And then the actual reality that sellers are saying, okay, nobody's going to be paying $100,000 over list price anytime soon. So let's go down. Now this graph shows from September 2019 till now, and you can see how it's starting to dip a little bit. So if you look at June, we were at 790, here we're only at 780, so it's just a slight dip, but it is a dip. I do not foresee anything really going anywhere fast, but what I do see is listings selling for what they're selling, what they're listed for, or maybe a little bit more depending on the condition of the property and the price of the property. So here I want you to look at the actual price points for first-time homeowners and then above. First-time homeowners were still about $630,000 for a home that you just walk into. It's about 1,500 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And the average days on market is 31 days, even for the first-time home buyers. Now, our $1 million homes are 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,500 square feet, and they're lasting about 49 days on market. At $750, we're considered actual luxury, and that's a 2,000 square foot home. So you can see things have kind of gotten out of control, but I think they're actually starting to move. And this, I think, gives key as to what's happening. Really, it isn't moving, but people think that there's a problem and there's not. So that is my breakdown of the numbers for Corona. But what I want you to do is kind of take back my last listing. So I listed a property and it was about a week into our shift. And when we went to the table, I told them 650 and they wanted to do it 675. So I said, that's fine. You know, we may get less offers and less showings because, you know, the comp that they were most valuable with is 650. I actually had them sign a net sheet at 650. We did get an offer at full price, but I found out through investigating before we even accepted or countered an offer that the buyer was not real. They were just putting offers everywhere. And unfortunately, another agent from my office actually took one of their offers and then fell out of escrow. So really, it takes a lot of experience. I had done loans before, so I was able to talk to the lender and find out exactly what was going on. And there were too many red flags that were going on. So what does that tell you? I am here for your interest, whether you're a buyer or a seller. If you're a buyer, I'm going to make sure that your lender is doing the best for you. If you're a seller, I'm going to make sure that those buyers that are submitting offers are real buyers and talk to them and actually talk to the lenders. And the one mistake I've seen is that sellers are a little, what would be the word? The word would be hesitant in reducing their pricing. We did reduce our price and we ended up taking $625 because they waited so long to reduce the price, because we reduced it to $650, then to $640. And then we took an offer at $625 and it closed last week. So, you know, you just have to be on top of them. You have to constantly ask questions, and that's what we are here for as realtors. And there's really no other value that an online company can do for you on that. Another thing I want to talk about, inventory. Yes, there's more inventory out there, but not enough. And also some of the home builders have stopped some of their building. So at this point, we're still going to have a housing crisis, but it's not as bad as I think everybody's meaning it to be. You can still sell your home for the most money, but then you can buy a home for the best price as well. So it's kind of like you have the best of both worlds. And, you know, with that, I'm going to leave it up to the rest of my team for this. So I'm going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to have Carolyn Sunseri with Golden State Finance Authority talking about down payment assistance.
The Power is Now magazines are the leading resource for real estate agents, mortgage bankers, entrepreneurs, and small home ownership businesses, providing leaders with business strategy information, resources and tools through PIN, real estate, programming guide magazines. Stay up to the minute with real estate news and information from industry experts. Subscription is free. Sign up today. thepowerisnow.com. thepowerisnow.com.
And we're back. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Homebuyers Town Hall Corona on the Power is Now TV. My name is Jenny Gonzalez. Please go to thepowerisnow.com and check out our other TV shows, magazines, podcasts, and special events. Power is Now is a great resource for anyone looking to buy or sell real estate. Today we have Carolyn Sunseri from Golden State Finance Authority. Welcome, Carolyn, to the show.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about Golden State Finance Authority. My name is Carolyn Sunseri, and I'm excited to be here today. I have some great information to share with you about down payment and closing cost assistance and how it can help you purchase a home, maybe even sooner than you thought was possible. Let me show you how. Imagine what down payment assistance can do for you. Now, today I'm going to be doing a program overview of our two down payment assistance programs, GSFA Platinum and GSFA Open Doors. Complete program guidelines, loan applications, interest rates, and annual percentage rates are all available through our participating lenders. We have over 200 lenders offering our programs. You can find those names on our website, gsfahome.org. For those of you who have never heard of Golden State Finance Authority, we've actually been helping homebuyers here in California for over 29 years. We've been able to put out $647 million in down payment and closing cost assistance and help over 84,000 individuals and families to purchase and refinance here in California. Our programs utilize standard mortgage products, 30-year fixed rate mortgage loans, whether they are government loans such as FHA, VA, and USDA, or conventional loans. They are all 30-year fixed rate loans, and then we're able to couple them with down payment and closing cost assistance. But the best feature is that our programs are very flexible and easy to use, easy to access. We know that most times people think that homebuyer assistance programs are only available to people who are first-time homebuyers, and that's just not the case with the GSFA programs. You don't have to be a first-time homebuyer to qualify for down payment and closing cost assistance. And qualifying is very easy. We have FICO scores that go as low as 620, which is not perfect credit. And we're able to allow debt to income ratios as high as 50%, which is very flexible. Now, there's a variety of different forms that our down payment and closing cost assistance comes in, and I'm going to talk about those in more detail. But we do have programs that provide up to 7% in assistance. The down payment assistance can be used in conjunction with a borrower's own funds, or maybe gift funds from a family member or a relative. And the programs are available through the entire state of California. And then last but not least, the process is easy. We actually delegate the vast majority of underwriting to our lenders, which means that there isn't any additional compliance review steps that are going to slow down your transaction or slow down or delay your escrow process. Let's look at a scenario of how down payment assistance can help you purchase a home with little to no money out of pocket. Now, for today's example, I'm using a sales or purchase price of about $670,000. And if the borrower is only using the funds from Golden State Finance Authority, this would be about the highest price that they could purchase a home in California, because we do have a maximum loan limit, not a purchase price limit, but a loan limit. So we can finance loans up to $647,200, or an FHA loan can go a little higher, $658,000, because we do allow you to finance your upfront mortgage insurance. But without any additional cash resources of your own, just utilizing down payment assistance from Golden State Finance Authority, that put you at about a purchase or sales price of $670,000. Now, this scenario shows you what 5% in assistance can do. 5% of this maximum loan amount, $658,526, is going to be over $32,000. Now, that's enough money to cover the 3.5% that is required for down payment on this FHA loan, $23,000. But it leaves you with an additional $9,000 to put towards your closing costs. Now, every scenario is going to be a little bit different, and it's important for you to sit down and discuss your loan options with a participating lender and loan officer. And the reason is because you yourself have different financial circumstances than other borrowers. You may be looking at different prices depending on where you are in California, and your needs may be different. Maybe you have some cash resources for your purchase, or maybe you have none and you need even assistance with closing costs. So sit down with a GSFA participating lender and discuss your unique situation. The GSFA down payment assistance programs are eligible for purchases or refinances as long as the property is going to be your primary residence, the home that you're going to be moving into and living in. There's no investment properties with our programs, no vacation homes are allowed. As I mentioned, our mortgage loans are all 30-year fixed rate loans. We have FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loan financing. And that maximum loan amount is about $647,200, can be a little bit higher with an FHA loan. But the guidelines are clear and simple. The process is not any harder. It's not going to slow down your escrow, and I'm going to show you why, what you can expect from our programs in terms of qualifying. First, let's talk about income limits. Our income limits are very flexible. For the government loans, FHA and VA, we don't impose any income limit at all. For USDA mortgages, there is an income limit associated with a USDA eligible property, and that information is available on the USDA's website. We do, however, set an income limit for conventional loan financing. And the intent here is because we're trying to provide down payment and closing cost assistance to low and moderate income borrowers. But that income limit is actually quite high. It's around 140 to 160% of area median income. It's based on the county in which the property is located. I've included an example on this slide of a few different areas in the state so that you can see that that income limit is quite flexible. Up in Northern California, you're looking at income limits of around 160 or 140,000, and down in the Inland Empire area, 176, 157,000. So it's a very flexible income limit, and it's only based on the income that is on the loan application and being used to qualify for the program. So if there's 2 income wage earners in the household, we're only looking at the income that is on the mortgage application that is used for qualifying. That income has to meet our conventional income limits. Now let's look at the types and terms for the down payment assistance provided by the Platinum program and who's eligible. The vast majority of borrowers are going to qualify under the Platinum standard option. This makes available up to 5% in assistance, and it's in the form of a 15-year fully amortizing second mortgage. That second mortgage does have a note rate, 2% above the first mortgage, and it does have monthly payments. However, the entire second mortgage amount can be paid back or repaid to GSFA early without any prepayment penalties as well. For certain occupations, such as law enforcement, firefighters, EMTs, paramedics, and their support staff, or anyone who works in education, whether that's for a public or private school, whether they are administration or teachers, or maybe a librarian or custodian and support staff, those occupations, as well as all medical and healthcare occupations, qualify for Platinum under an option called Platinum Select. With Platinum Select, the assistance that's provided is still 5.5% of the mortgage loan. And it does come in the form of a 15-year fully amortizing second mortgage with a note rate 2% above the first mortgage. However, a portion of that assistance is provided as a gift, up to 1.5%, and that portion is forgiven immediately. Now, the third option under the Platinum program is also employer or employment based. If someone is employed by one of the GSFA member counties, they can qualify for the option called Platinum Assist to Own. With Platinum Assist to Own, the down payment assistance is up to 5.5% of the first mortgage loan. A portion of it is provided as a second mortgage and a portion as a gift. However, the portion provided as a second mortgage, 3.5% of the assistance, is a 30-year deferred second mortgage, meaning it doesn't have any more monthly mortgage payments on that second mortgage. There is no note rate, 0% interest accruing on that amount of money. And that money doesn't have to be repaid to GSFA until the property is sold, refinanced, or at the end of the 30-year mortgage loan term. The gift portion is forgiven immediately. Now, which option might be the best fit for you is a really great discussion to have with your loan officer. Depending on where you're purchasing, where you're employed, it may determine if you are a Platinum Standard, Platinum Select, or a Platinum Assist to Own borrower. Our second program is called the GSFA Open Doors program. And the primary difference from this program and our Platinum program has to do with the amount of assistance available and the lower FICO scores that are allowed. With the Open Doors program, assistance up to 7% is available. A portion of it, 3.5%, is provided as a gift and forgiven immediately. The other 3.5% is provided as a deferred second mortgage. Again, a deferred second mortgage means there's no monthly payments, there is no interest accruing, and that amount of money isn't repaid until the property is sold, refinanced, or at the end of the 30-year mortgage loan term. The FICO scores for Open Doors are also a little bit more flexible than Platinum. We can do conventional loan financing down to FICO scores of 620, and the same for FHA and VA loans, 620 FICO. And in certain situations with FHA, VA, and USDA mortgages, we can even have debt to income ratios as high as 55% allowed. So there's times when a borrower will qualify better under the Open Doors program versus the Platinum program. And again, working with a GSFA participating lender is going to help determine which program is the right fit for you. And we can break down the timeline in 3 steps. The borrower is getting pre-qualified based on their FICO scores, their debt to income ratios, and whether or not their income and an income limit applies if they're going with like conventional financing. And do they have a specific occupation that also would determine which is the best down payment assistance program for them. Once the lender sits down and discusses these things with the borrower and is ready to lock in the interest rates, they lock in the first mortgage rate and reserve the funds for the down payment assistance with GSFA. It's a one-step process. There's a commitment letter issued that shows that there will be down payment and closing cost assistance funds at the closing table, at close of escrow. And then we delegate the underwriting to the lender, which means the process is not slowed down for you. There's no effect on the escrow timeline because we delegate the loan process to our lenders and don't require any additional compliance review step from GSFA or a file being sent to GSFA for review. Programs are very easy, very flexible, but I don't want you to take my word for it. We've actually created a homebuyer video series called The Journey to Homeownership, and you can access it on our YouTube channel. And there you can read or listen to real life stories of people who have used the down payment assistance programs from Golden State Finance Authority, many of which have had very unique situations and even financial hardships that they've gone through. And you'll get to hear how utilizing the programs helped them purchase a home and how easy it was to qualify. When you discuss with a loan officer whether down payment assistance makes sense to you, it is important to look at how much in assistance you need for down payment and closing. If you have your own funds, you can utilize them. If you need assistance from us, we're here to help. We know that home prices are going to continue to rise in California. Rents are going to continue to rise. So consider how long it would take you to save up the money that you could qualify for from GSFA. In the example we used earlier, the amount of assistance provided by GSFA on that home purchase of $670,000 was over $30,000 in assistance. If you saved up $300 a month, that could take over 9 years to come up with that money. So does it make sense to access a down payment assistance program today and get into your home purchase now and start building equity? Another way to look at it, in 9 years from now, that same property is estimated to be even more expensive. It's estimated to be $300,000 more expensive than it is today. So today is the time to look into this. Please don't self-diagnose your situation. Discuss it with a loan officer, a GSFA participating loan officer, and find out, does down payment assistance, is it the right fit for you? How do you get started? First and foremost, you have to be working with a GSFA participating lender. You can find them on our website, gsfahome.org. They are experienced in our down payment assistance programs. They can furnish you complete program guidelines, interest rates, and applicable percentage rates. They'll process your application and process your loan. Also on our website is a lot of additional resources for you. There's more information about both programs. There's educational videos. There's even educational events like webinars and things that you can attend if you want to learn more. We also encourage you to call our 800, our toll-free number, if you have individual questions, and subscribe and follow us on our social media sites and on our YouTube channel. I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation. Thank you for watching. Thank you for having me today. Home ownership really is a tool for creating financial security down the road. It's estimated by the Federal Reserve that a homeowner's net worth is 40 times that of a renter. So if you are in a position where you're interested in purchasing a home, becoming a homeowner, get started today. Reach out to us, reach out to a participating lender and find out if down payment assistance is the piece of this puzzle that can help you become a homeowner today.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap it up talking about listings.
Want to keep up with the current developments happening in the world of real estate? The Real Estate Roundtable, hosted by Eric L. Frazier, is a show you do not want to miss. The show features a panel of VIP agents who are passionate about helping people. It is what they do best. They discuss today's hot topics, latest market updates and trends. The panel also conducts interviews with prominent figures in the industry. New episode every Friday live on Facebook and replay on the Power Is Now YouTube channel.
And we're back. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Homebuyers Town Hall Corona on the Power Is Now TV. Please like us and share, and check out our YouTube as well. My name is Jenny Gonzalez with Keller Williams Corona. Please go to thepowerisnow.com and check out our realtor and homebuyer seminars coming soon online. Register today and get your seat. I promise you won't be disappointed. Now I want to talk about points for home sellers. And this is because everybody is kind of going, oh my gosh, what do I do? Can I sell? Can I buy? So here are my tips for you. Number one, be patient. Number two, be reasonable. Number three, use a professional that will be honest and open. Number four, be honest and open with your realtor. So thank you for attending my show on the Power Is Now TV. I hope the information today was beneficial. If I could be of any assistance to you for buying or selling real estate, please contact me at 951-316-0374. And my website is jennygsaleshomes.com. And I look forward to seeing you next time. The power is now to buy or sell real estate.